Okay, mic check. Welcome back to the Dojo, guys. I'm Steve. This is Ninjaboy Z Gaming, and we are live. Appreciate you guys on the other stream. I was muted, but on this stream, we are not going to do any gameplay. We're just going to high-level cover the patch notes on what Ninjaboy Z Gaming extracts from this game and tries to have a good time in doing so. Now, I will say this is I had a few people tell me today that they really enjoyed the updates. They could already tell within the gameplay. I didn't hear anything about the new weapons yet, but they just dropped, so weapons need to be updated tonight. There's going to be a ton of multiplayer grinding for those that want to level up those guns, unless you're an animal and you're just going to do it on Warzone. It's going to be a long week of you updating guns because it's not going to happen in one night. I don't care how good you are. Now, that being said, Los did say that this was the most fun he's had, and he was playing solo. He said, most fun he's had playing this game. Now, I asked, that's awesome, but why did it take 3 seasons for that to happen? Well, let's take a look at the updates and see if the BrokeZone, aka Warzone 2.0, is going to suck us back in. Again, welcome on YouTube, Twitch, and our main platform, Facebook Gaming. If you guys like what you see, hit that like and please follow the page. All right. So this season is a different beast. Was that an Italian?
What you don't do, your competitors will.
That's true. Gotta shoot first. Okay. Oops. We weren't supposed to do that here. So let's go back. All right, so in the present day, Wednesday, April 12th, the global event here, we'll zoom in, get my bad eyes here. A new season has arrived, and with it, new content and gameplay, updates spanning Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2.0. Fan favorite, so these are the characters that they're talking about, Alejandro and Valeria have returned to settle the score. I'm going to be honest, I don't really remember those characters. They look somewhat familiar. New modes including Massive Resurgence. That's the big map where the resurgence clock is going to tick, so you don't necessarily go to the gulag to come back. It's just like playing on Rebirth and Resurgence islands that you typically see on this gaming page. Gunfight. We finally got some more info on the gunfight. That's going to be really fun. That's going to really pull me back into the BrokeZone. And then Cranked. I remember the name. I don't necessarily remember the gameplay along with this. But again, I need to get more on that multiplayer, get better at the game so that I can potentially enjoy the game more. All right. So there's Valerie. As you can see, she's stacked with ammunition and weapons. Get your mind out of the gutter, Dojo. All right, Ricochet anti-cheat. So earlier this month, the Ricochet anti-cheat team revealed new detections and tools in the fight against cheaters, including ranked play, and see the full details. We'll hold off on the blog on that because I don't really give a shit about the cheaters. I will share this as I heard that they had issues of detecting who was, thank you, Joel, I'm going to read that in just a minute, who was cheating but also using a controller. It's always the PC people too. I don't know if they can even catch if you're doing cheating through a console to a PC, maybe, with some of the aimbot stuff. But I know that that was an issue, and a lot of people were using that as a backdoor. But from what I understand, they have cut down on this. So the Battle Pass Black Cell, I may buy it. It looks pretty cool. We'll take a quick look at it. I mean, they got... These skins look kind of cool. Why does it keep doing that? Where'd it go? Where'd you go? Now I can't find them. But the skins look pretty cool. The thing that really drew my attention to this is the gun right here, the blueprint. Yeah, see these? That guy has like a little ninja mask and a little skull. She's wearing a little ninja mask. So yeah, I might get this. And we'll talk about the blueprint tuned weapon with this particular battle pass. Okay. Joel says Crank was one where when you get a kill, you get to keep chaining the kills or you die. Like I said, I might probably have to see it to remember it. I always mix up Cranked and Infected. So, automatic spend. Nope, we're not covering that. Events. Okay, yeah, we'll cover the events. So, Trophy Hunt. Trophy Hunt, we kind of get a little glance here. Trophy Hunt, new limited time event begins Friday, so in 2 days. Players and enemy combatants will drop trophies when eliminated. So, kind of like when they drop the dog tags. God, remind me that game in the chat, please. Trophies can be found via loot. Trophies must be collected and secured at upload stations to add them to your bank. So traditionally, in the multiplayer game where you get shot and then you lose your dog tags, God, what the heck is that name? Anywho, you know that you know, obviously the kills help you get the dub, but then you got to make sure that you're getting those dog tags. With this game kind of reminds me of, takes me back to middle school where we played this game called Rocks. It's a little bit of capture the flag, but there's multiple flags, right? So you got to feed your bank on top of kills to win the game. And I like that because it's a really strategic style of gameplay. Now, it looks like it's also going to be in, or it's going to be in multiplayer. Trophies drop from each unique player killed, collect trophies, and finish the match to add them to your bank. Battle Royale, operators and AI combatants drop trophies when eliminated. So again, I just like the strategic of like, hey, you know, get the AIs in there to where they actually mean something, right? Trophies are extracted from the match via following methods: secure at an upload station and match victory. DMZ, I keep saying this, but I really think Dry and I will have our first DMZ match together. I haven't had a ton of interest in wanting to play this, but it might be something that once I get in there, I might like it. So we're gonna skip this. The two new weapons, I'm sure everyone has heard of it. The one-shot snipers are back, or at least they said they are. JGod said they're trolling us. I won't go into any further detail on that. Definitely take a look at his content on the updated weapons, what's been nerfed, what's been buffed, and the newly added things. Weapon balance I do want to cover with the dojo is season 3 and threes changes. What is it, my graduation year? Add more responsiveness to the movement and fluidity of combat, including a reduction to the intensity of damage feedback. So again, they're listening to us. They're giving us some, their best. Steve Gunsky and I are about to hop on. Get it. Hey, I got to run to soccer practice in just a minute, but I will be playing tonight. So if we have the opportunity to lobby up, let's definitely do so. Big get again, Dougie. Thanks for hanging out. Shout out to you on your new spot. We are going to miss you in the tournament, and we'll talk about that towards the end. So they're doing their best. Here, I'll just read this note here. Updated list below that have certain impacts listed for armor are only present in Warzone 2 and are indicated with Warzone 2.0 only. So again, things have been updated. And typically about season 3 and 4 is when they really kind of adjust guns to hopefully there's balance all through the armory. I don't think we're there yet because some of the guns are just too high powered and some are just so low, but we'll see. I'm tired of using LMG. I can't believe I'm saying that, but let's see what the heck is the new meta. Now, I'll scroll through here real quick because I want to get to the general. Okay, so the blueprints that we were talking about, we knew about I found out about the glitch, and I heard once you bought a gun that had a pro tuning, so they tuned it for you, which again, I feel like they got way too cute with it, but once they tuned it for you, if you removed one attachment, it would take all of them off. So it's like, why would I buy the gun and you won't let me customize it? Like, come on, Call of Duty. And I think that's something that they just did not anticipate or really think was going to be an issue. But when you're a billion-dollar company, there's no excuse there. You got to get better. So Pro Tuning is no longer removed from all attachments when altering a Pro-tuned blueprint. So how I read that is that's gone away. Bomb Squad explosive damage mitigation now also applies to armor. That's Warzone 2.0 only. Damage feedback, visual feedback adjusts to increase visibility when taking damage. So I know exactly, at least how I interpret that, is it gets blurry. There are settings that you can take off on that. I kind of wish that they didn't have that setting, because I think it should just be like everyone plays to that disadvantage. Not the casual player is not going to go in there and do all that. And they also make it very difficult on the settings. Anyways, we're moving on. Death effects. Death effects are now visible when killing AI. Dive. Okay, this is a big one. Dive. The last two are huge. Diving fire. Delay reduced. So when you do the dolphin dive, typically, normal human being, you kind of like knock the wind out of you, or like me, I crack a rib. You're able to aim down sight a little bit faster once you do your dolphin dive. And now, hopefully not, but slide canceling might be implemented again. Or maybe they just made movement a little bit more faster. So sliding speed slightly increased. I'm okay for a slide tackle. I'm not going to lie, I kind of trolled Call of Duty today. I played the old school one and I was terrible. But I was just messing around with the slide canceling. And I was just like, I can't believe I almost did this for 3 years. 2.5 years for sure. But that is just such a dumb movement. So I know the sweats really loved it. I adjusted and overcame and became a little slide tackle boy. Nowhere near a slide demon, but I got aggressive enough. Let me get caught up in the chat real quick. I thought you were done with Warzone. I said I needed a break, and I did take a break. New meta most likely will be SMG. Yeah. I mean, it's funny, too, because... So, real quick on that. When Warzone 1 did their recap of where it says, like, the most used gun, surprisingly, to me at least, SMG was on there. But once I saw that, I was like, man, I am constantly pulling out my SMG and getting most of the kills with that because of a close combat. You don't really have that in Ashika, unless, you know, depending on where you go and if you're in that castle and that's the stop. But I mean, the map is built like Fortune's Keep, where the space is there. You know, you have to almost be more strategic on that. I mean, we've seen the sweat bots, you know, play this and come up within the top 5. We've done it in the top 5. So you know, positioning is everything in this. All right, we might be done here. We're gonna move into the next tab. Weapon bugs, vehicle fixes. Yeah. Okay. So anybody's game here. Let's talk about the major bullet points, especially that really are going to impact the dojo and our content. Massive resurgence imminent. A launch of up to 150 players. 150 players can drop into resurgent across Al Mazrah. That's the big map. So expect chaos and plenty of XP. And that parentheses right there, plenty of XP. 150 players coming back over time on the big map. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Steve, Eddie, thank you for the like and share. Guys, I'm missing all these because I have them nerfed right now, but thank you guys. We love you. Keep the love coming. Keep the chat active. All right, prepare to plunder. So they're bringing plunder back. I think that's really cool for the plunder people and the casual that just want to get a couple of games in. They don't really want to run resurgence. They want to get maybe a little bit used to the big map. Plunder is a good feature for that. So no complaints there. I know a lot of people talk crap on plunder. A host of additional new features in season. So redeploy drones. We've seen some of these already being implemented. protect yourself with tempered plates. That's going to be awesome. I'm definitely going to look to have that perk package updated. UAV towers, we talked a little bit about that. In gameplay, if we remember on Resurgence Rebirth Island, you pay a little bit of fee and then it gives you a small bubble. I think we called everything a bubble then. And they're also bringing back, speaking of bubble, the little gas bubble thing. So UAV bubble, gas bubbles, those are all coming back. They're bringing some stuff in, and I think that's cool because it just, again, it changes the element of the game. It gives you a little bit more options and a little more aces up the sleeve of how you should play the game, and how, if you don't have the best shots, like yourself, myself, you can use those other elements to help you edge out someone that may have a better attribute than you. So Resurgence comes to Al-Mazrah, and then that's crazy looking. All right, now let's go into the Warzone 2.0, the maps. Ashika Island, a cargo ship, and several submarines are now present outside of port. So I haven't played this game enough, but I was going to say, I'm going to call it. They're going to bring in a boat. They're going to bring in a submarine. Hey, it's cool. It's something else to check out, and I'm all for it. We just talked about tempered plates. Bomb drone balancing. Reduce the damage of bomb drones so it will no longer one hit, kill, or down a fully armored player. That's fair. They move so slow. I've never complained about the bomb drone. I've been taken out by it a couple times. I think it's like the proximity is more important than what it can actually do. But hey, they're bringing it back, and I think that's cool. Looks like they're bringing back the heavy chopper too. I didn't play the game enough, or at least when it first came out, to really even experience the heavy chopper. So re-enabled this vehicle in the following modes: standard, duos, trios, quads. Special note here, added new heavy chopper gas cans unique to the vehicle that are required for initial takeoff. Spawn locations of these gas cans will differ between the Battle Royale and DMZ. So I know with one of the strategies on the heavy chopper was people, your quad or your duo or your trio would get a bunch of gas cans, go up into the sky, just keep refilling, wait till the final circle, and blah, blah, blah. Again, what I would recommend to the group is, why not take out the heavy chopper? But again, I don't know enough about it to really have a comment on it, but there was some upset players on that. One of the many things that they missed on the launch. Subsequent refueling can be done via gas station or other heavy chopper gas can. So it looks like it's just, you have to have a specific gas can for that, which, okay, makes sense. The vehicle is now more vulnerable to explosive damage. Okay, so I guess it was like super overpowered too at the time. Gas mask. The gas. I'm reading this for the first time, guys. So if you've been watching the stream, the last few times I've been killed because of gas mask animation. So let's see what they got here. The gas mask has been given a slight buffer. When the player delays it from being put on or taken off, this should help catch situations where further delay is desired a minute after it was dropped. How I'm reading that is, it's just going to take longer for the gas mask to melt. And what they're trying to say is, when Ninjaboy was dying because it took him forever to have the animation happen or take it off, as I was not using the gas mask, it was going down. So that's interesting. I wonder if that's going to affect the gas mask in pocket, if you can carry a couple of those. We'll skip the integration piece. Quality of life, let's talk about this. Mental assist improvements. Yeah, dude, that Mandolin was not the biz. So I'm glad that they've even addressed that. Until they said it, I remember I was like, I don't even need to mantle. This is terrible. Advanced UAV improvements. Enemy players and AI combatants that will now appear apparently while using an advanced UAV. All right. I mean, they should. I didn't know that was an issue. Kill streaks, banner, position of kill streak banner will appear on the screen. Has been moved. You no longer overlap with the players. Okay. Dang, that was happening? Crazy. Okay, let's talk about patch notes detailed in the section below are exclusive for Battle Royale, which includes, but is not limited to standard Battle Royale, Resurgence, Mini Royale, etc. Okay. Al Mazrah, this is the big map we're talking about. Standard duos, max players, 150. Assimilation refill. Not sure what they mean by this, but cool. Massive Resurgence new. I don't know how long this is going to be, but it is going to freaking be awesome. Quads, max players, 152 players. Trio. So right now it looks like the only options are trio and quads, which is fine. And when we do get the chance, we'll definitely hit up some solos on that. Ashika, Resurgent, solos, 52. Duos, 52. Quads, 52. For regular updates, go to this little bad boy, and then modes. All right, massive Resurgence launch. Resurgence, we talked about this is the big map, much longer version. How does it work? When eliminated, players enter. We have already talked about this, so that's okay. Hunt and track mechanics. Nope. Special events. Let's take a look at this loadout real quick. Players can acquire their loadout via 2 different methods. In Resurgence, towards the end of the first circle, there's a public event that drops a loadout crate for your squad. Loadout drop markers are also available for purchasing. Okay, yeah, we already knew that. Okay, the World Series of Warzone. Hopefully that's just good and they can do something to make more love on this. Resurgence private matches. Ashika Island Resurgence solos, duos, trios, and quads have been enabled for private matches. I did not know that. And no one told me this. I got a couple people that went through the patch notes. So that's a game changer for the tournament. We might pivot to Resurgence private matches. Willie, what's going on, Willie? Willie, I might have a duo partner for you too. Ashika Island may be the play. Yeah. I'm going to talk to my small huddle that I have, the people that are most receptive to the tournament. I give them I give them more leeway on as far as giving me feedback in what direction I want to go with the tournament. So that's cool. Whoa. Hold on, I just saw this. Oh, that's what Kilo said. Private match spectating. Spectating has been enabled for all available maps, modes, including Al Mazrah and Ashika Island. So maybe this is what he meant when he said that. But yeah, that's super cool. So you can also enter the game if you don't want to play. And you don't want to come to Ninjaboy Z Gaming, you can spectate on here, or if for whatever reason I decided to just spectate a whole match, or when we do the kill races and they're not able to stream, I think I can get in there and spectate, so that'll actually be cool too. But I think this is only for private match. Yeah, private match spectating, so I guess that wouldn't really apply. Anywho, after action report. All players in squad that compete a match will see an after action report. Okay, they updated that. A lot of guys on my team, Darth, they always want to see their stats, which I appreciate if they put in the hard sweat. Let them see their stats, especially if they want to see it. So, good shit on that. Bird's Eye perk. So, the perk has been re-enabled. Adjustments. Now activates when players use a UAV kill streak. Enemy UAVs no longer trigger Bird's Eye. Okay, so now activates when players use a UAV kill streak. So this must be in multiplayer. Or are we just talking Resurgence here? No, we are just talking Resurgence. UAVs activated by the player using Bird's Eye will provide enemy headings. UAV pings activated by the player using Bird's Eyes are slightly larger. So, Willie and his crew, Silk, you guys should be able to get that 20 bomb that you're always chasing, especially with Bird's Eye now reinactivated. James West, thank you for stopping by. For non-gamers like me who like to watch. Heck yeah, brother. And I appreciate you holding it down on YouTube. We're live on Twitch as well as Facebook. All right, let's wrap it up here. Black Site, new gulag. I'm terrible at the gulag, but I do enjoy a gulag match. This roughly rectangular asymmetrical map has several interior spaces and long external routes. Those who want to redeploy will have to prove their worth on this new yet familiar ground. So, new yet familiar. Okay. We talked about the UAV towers already. The redeploy drones, which were already there. Standard Battle Royale. Okay. So, tons of content in here. Tons of content to come from Ninjaboy Z Gaming with this new update. And I can't wait for the tournament to drop. We have enough players. I just need players to be receptive and text me back. There's nothing worse than that, guys. So again, appreciate you stopping by. Big shout out to James, Willie, Joel, Eddie, Doug, Steve, Simon. Thank you guys all. Tight Ninja Gaming. Appreciate you guys. Ninjaboy Z Gaming, we are signing off. Those are the patch notes. We will have